Hi, praise the Lord. Thank you for joining on time. So this morning, what we are going to do is we are going to revise back what we have already studied. We will be looking at the vocabularies that we have already studied, and also like um, we are trying to see how much we remember from what we have learned so far, and some reading exercise also will be there, because as I have been mentioning repeatedly, Hebrew is about reading, okay, reading clearly. So I hope you are all trying to read, and yeah, better we grow in reading, so that will help us to understand Hebrew better, right? So I remember I have shared this vocabulary already with you, and we have already read. Okay, we have already read, but it is by repeated reading. It is only by repeated reading we can actually develop our understanding. Okay, so before we go into some of the reading exercises, what we are going to do, we will be just going through these vocabularies, because all the exercises and all your homeworks will be based on the vocabularies that you are memorizing. So I'm taking it very slowly, but see, many of you are not returning your homework as well. So better you start working on your homework. Okay, only few people are submitting. Try to submit your homework. I cannot tell you again and again, because it is only based on your based on your homework you will be graded, right? So okay, let's begin reading. Avraham. Okay, Avraham. That means Abraham. Ish. Ish is man. Okay. Bayit. Bayit. House. Bayin. Bayin. Son. Davar. Davar. Word or thing. David. David. Okay. Who is he or it? Who is he or it? And Zakar. We have little zoom it so that you can see clearly. Zakar, remembered. Okay, Zakar. Okay, Malak, Malak, Malak. Okay, ruled or reigned. See, look at these two words. These are very similar, only the vowel changes, so the vocalization changes. That means how do we spell out the word, that changes. So better be careful. This all here we see maim, lamed and kaf, all are same. But how do we spell it out? That is the difference because of the vowels. So this is Malak, that is ruled or reigned. This is Melek, that is king. So, and also you can actually relate these things. So the Malak is a noun, right? It's a king is a noun, and ruling or reigning, that is a verb. So actually, what does a king do? A king actually rules the place. Okay, king rules the place. So Malak Melek, that is a king ruled. Okay, a king ruled. So just relate that. Then Na'ar, Na'ar, young man, Na'ar, young man. Ahmad, stood. Sama, heard or cleared. Samar, guarded or kept. Okay, so I hope you might have already practiced this, or you might have tried to write down all these vocabularies with transliteration so that it will also help you to read it properly. Now, let us go back and try to read some more. I'm going to share with you another yeah. Let me share with you another document so that we can read it together. All right. So I hope you all can see this. Let me take it. Okay. So what are we going to do now is we will try to remember what we have learned. So we have studied some of the vocabularies. We will try to find out now how is our memory. Okay. And so that you will also remember, and it will also help you to do your homework. Okay. Ahmad. What is Ahmad? We have already learned. Ahmad is stood. Okay, standing. That is the idea. So if you, it is to stand. That is the meaning. And so we have to write it in perfect tense. I hope I told you that the verbs that we have in Hebrew are only two tenses we have: perfect tense and imperfect tense. So Ahmad is stood. Second is Bein. What is Bein? Son. Okay, Bein, son. Who? What is who? Is he. Who is he? Okay. I'm not going to write those things here because I want you to memorize. So listen properly and you can also memorize the vocabulary. Sama. What is that? Sama is heard or listened. Heard or listened. Ish. Ish is man. Man. Ish is man. Bayit. What is that? House. Bayit is house. Avraham. What does that mean? Avraham is Abraham. You know that. So that's not a complicated thing. Melek. Melek. I just told you that you have to relate Melek and Malak. So Melek is what? It is king, right? Melek is king. And Shamar. Shamar is guarded or kept. It is to guard. That is the verb. And so we have to write it in perfect tense. It is guarded or kept or protected. David. Okay. David is David. Okay. And Davar. Word or thing. Davar. Word or thing. Just it may look little similar, but be careful. And yeah, here is another interesting thing. See, Davar and Zakar. Davar, Zakar. Look at this carefully. These two words have many similar kind of letters. Though it looks similar, those are different letters. Here see Dalet, this is Zayin. This is Bayit, this is Kaf. This is Resh. Here also vowels, you see, only few changes. But when you look at immediately, there may be little confusion. So better you be very clear about the letters. So that is why I emphasized you to write the vocabularies as many times possible in the previous classes. Only by writing that, writing the alphabet. So only by writing the alphabet you get used to know the shapes, real shapes. Okay. So Dawar is word or thing. Zakar is remembered. Okay. Zakar is remembered. Malak is ruled or reigned. Na'ar, young man. Ha-na'ar. Ha-na'ar. So here the article, I think I mentioned you already, the article, whenever as in English, so the he will act as an article in Hebrew. So the he and patak and dot inside the next letter. So these three makes word makes an article. So what is the article means? It makes whether the word is definite or indefinite. So the number 14, Na'ar is what? Young man. Na'ar is a young man. So in 15, Ha Na'ar. What does it mean? It is actually the young man. The young man. So we should be very clear about these two things, right? Okay. Let us continue and read and translate the following. Okay, we have to read and translate. So number one, Abraham Ahmed. Abraham Ahmed. So what does it mean? Abraham, that is Abraham. Abraham Ahmed. What is Ahmed? That is stood. Okay. Abraham stood. So that's the translation for number one. So this is how you have to translate when I give you homework. So you have to find out what is Abraham. See how I am writing. The Abraham is in the left side and I am writing starting from right side. So Hebrew you have to learn it from left. Learn it from left to right, and English you have to write it from right to left. I think I have mistaken. Okay, so Hebrew you have to read it from right to left, and English you have to read it from left to right. Abraham stood. Okay, right. So the next is Shama Abraham. Shama Abraham. So, one of the things that you have to notice here in Hebrew is that sometimes even the verb comes before the noun. Okay, in English that doesn't happen usually, right? We always have the noun or subject in the beginning, and we have the object or the verb in the following. That is the sentence structure we have in Hebrew. I mean English, but in Hebrew, the even the verb may come in the beginning. So here we have Shama Abraham. So how do we translate Shama Abraham? What is Shama? Shama is heard or listened. Here is Abraham. So how do we translate that? I will write it here. Abraham heard. Abraham heard or listened. Abraham heard or sorry, yeah. Abraham heard or listened. That is the translation for Shama Abraham, right? Maybe let me no problem. I think there is some technical issues here. Yeah, No problem. Let us continue. The next third, Malak Ha-Melech. Malak Ha-Melech. So Malak Ha-Melech, how do we translate? Malak Ha-Melech. So if you take it, the word Malak is what? I told you these two are very similar. Malak is ruled or reigned. Ha-Melech. Ha-Melech. So here we know that Melech. mm, Let me take spotlight. Ha-Melech. We know that Melech is king. The Ha and the Patak and dot inside, that makes the king. Okay, the king. So when we try to translate, so it comes like something like this. The king ruled, or yeah, that's enough, I think. The king ruled. Okay, this is how we have to translate this sentence. The king ruled. So it's better you also note it down, the things that you think will be helpful for your homework. Okay, the king ruled. Let us go further. Bein Ahmad. Bein Ahmad. So what is Bein? Bein is sun. Ahmad is stood. So if we try to translate, what does it come? So it is like sun stood. Sun stood. Yeah, since there is no article, we can supply an article. A sun, a sun stood, right? Okay. Then Samar David. Samar David. So what is Samar? God. Okay. What is here? David. So we translate, and it comes like this. Samar David. David. Guarded. David guarded. Okay. So that's for number 5. And who Malak? Who Malak? So what is who? Who is a pronoun? He. And Malak is ruled. So we translate in this way. He ruled. He ruled. Yeah. So I think you are all getting familiar with the translation. So it's very, very important for you to learn now, because this is a very basic uh, kind of translation. Later on, when you get into complex words and complex sentence structure, then you will be suffering. So now itself better follow up. So as I already told you, most of the time you will see the verbs coming in front of the noun. So that may not be usually happening in English. So it's better you should have that idea. Even though the verb comes in the front of the noun, you should always translate according to the English structure, the noun verb pattern. So Ahmad Bayit. Ahmad Bayit. A house stood. A house stood. The Bayit is a house stood, right? And Summer is. Summer is. So how do we translate that? Summer is guarded. Is man. Right? Is man. A man guarded. A man guarded, or you can also say protected. A man guarded or protected. Okay, the reason I am repeating all these vocabularies and all these translations, at least you will get to know the reading, and you will get to know the idea of how to understand. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to follow, right? You may also get some of these in your homework. I mean, some of this in your exams. So better you be watching it carefully. So now we have pair of sentences. Na'ar Shama. Hana'ar Shama. So this may both look very similar. Only thing is, here in the second line we have a definite article. So that is the difference we have. So if you translate sentence 1, it comes like this, right? It comes like Na'ar Shama. How do we translate? Na'ar is a young man. A young man heard. Shama. A young man heard. Right? A young man heard. And if you translate Ha Na'ar Shama. Ha Na'ar Shama. So how it comes? That is, the young man heard. Okay, that is the difference. Just see the difference. Na'ar Shama is a young man heard. Ha Na'ar Shama is the young man heard. Right? So let's continue. Ahmad Bayin. Ahmad Bayin. Ahmad Habayin. Ahmad Bayin. Ahmad Bayin. Ahmad Habayin. So only again the difference is only the definite article we have here before Bayin. Bayin means sun. So Ahmad Bayin means the sun stood. Ahmad Bayin is a sun stood. But Ahmad Habayin is the sun stood. Okay, let me put it down. The sun stood. Okay, the sun stood. Right. So, is summer, and high summer. So, is summer means the is what? Man. Summer is guarded. So, a man guarded. So, if you write a man guarded, a man guarded. But at the same time, highish summer. Highish summer. So how do we translate that? The man guarded. Okay. The man guarded. Look at the difference, okay? Please take note of this, okay? Is summer, a man guarded. High summer, the man guarded. Yeah, only by giving you repeated practice like this, you will get used to the idea of Hebrew. Okay, so that is the only purpose I am doing this. Otherwise, we can go further for the next thing, but we have to stay uh, slower and also learn clearly. So that's the purpose, right? And Malak Melek. Malak is ruled or reigned, or Melek is king. A king ruled. Malak Hamelek. A king, the king ruled. Okay, and here see, we have three words in a sentence. It is a little bit improved, or the complexity is a little increased. David Zakir Dawar. David Zakir Dawar. So how do we translate here? Here, so here the verb comes for David. So David remembered what is word? Dawa means word. So you can translate in this way. David remembered a word. Okay, look at this here. Here we don't have a definite article, so we have to supply a, even though there is not a. So I can put it like this. David remembered a word. Okay, so that's it. And the next translation may come like this. It's very similar, but instead of David, we have Hayish, Zakar, David, Dawar. So it is like it comes in this way. The man, Hayish, the man, Zakar, remembered a word. The man remembered a word. So that's the translation for this sentence. Hayish Zakar David. The man remembered a word. Right? Who Samar Bayit? Who Samar Bayit? Who is he? Samar guarded Bayit. He guarded a house. Who Samar Bayit? He guarded a house. Okay, and Hamelek Samar Bayit. Hamelek Samar Bayit. So, how do we translate that? Hamelek. The king. The king guarded a house. The king guarded a house. Right. So, we have done some of the exercises so that it will be helpful for you. I hope at least you also might have got some idea about the Hebrew sentences, the nouns and verbs, how it functions. So I'm going to stop here, and I hope at least you all might have got the idea. That's my purpose. And